Combined 11 ahead of our clash with Spurs at Old Trafford on Saturday, 5 o'clock kick-off. If Spurs beat us, they'll go above us. That's how tight and congested the race of fourth is. And this will be completely and utterly unbiased. You can bank on that. We'll start with the goalkeepers. De Gea or Lloris. I've always said about Lloris, he's always got a mistake in him. He gave a present to the Wolves players when Wolves beat them at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I couldn't believe why he flapped at it and pushed it to the direction of the Wolves players, and they took full advantage of it. He's always had a mistake in him. You know, he might have won the World Cup, but just because you won the World Cup, in my eyes, doesn't make you world class. Now, David De Gea has been our beacon of light for the last 10 years. He's done, well, you could say the impossible job post Sykes Ferguson. You know, De Gea is the better goalkeeper. Now, De Gea does have his deficiencies, but not as much as Lloris has. So De Gea is the goalkeeping slot there. Right back. It's going to be Dalot for me. He can whip a crossing and he can defend in equal measure. So he goes there. Centre backs. Now, Lindelof has to be one of them. He's had an okay season. And alongside him, it's going to be Varane. I think they complement each other well, especially in a combined 11. Left back, Reguilon, Shaw or Telles. It's got to be Reguilon for me. He was my number one choice for us to get a left back. But instead, we got the second in command, Telles. Reguilon can whip a ball in. He scored more goals than Porky Pig has. So that's a plus. So that completes my back four. Midfield 2 is interesting in many ways, because you could say it's a much of a muchness, but I'm going to put McTominay in there. Several people will scoff at that, but I think McTominay is a driving force in the Man United midfield, and I think he would be. The same would apply for Spurs as well in that combined 11. So he goes there for me. And Bentancur, a new signing for Spurs, did very well. I think he was bought or loaned from Juventus. I think McTominay and him would complement each other very, very well. Now, up front is an easy one for me. It's got to be Harry Kane. He scores goals galore. His record is absolutely fantastic. Although, what heeds him is he hasn't won a single trophy. And I've said that he is the new Matt Letizia, a one-club man. He'll never win a trophy for now and to the rest of his career. I just don't see it happening. But he's a fantastic player, and he will score goals, I'm sure, in his combined 11. Now for the wingers. I'm going to put the Russian player, Bereski. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's been fantastic. And I think he set up one of the goals for Harry Kane when they won at the Etihad a couple of weeks ago. He settled in to the Premier League very, very well. And one of the two signings that Conte got in January. I think he's exceptional, and he will be the danger man for Spurs on Saturday. The other side of that, it's going to be Bergwijn. I think, no wait, Son. Obviously can't put him out there, can you? So put him obviously behind Harry Kane. Not in that way. Don't get smitten now. So Son, him and Kane have a telepathic understanding. They are absolutely fantastic. I think they broke a record of combined partnerships at Tottenham. So the top of that chart. You don't get any trophies for it though, Spurs fans, but it is a good record to have, even if it isn't something to gloat about. So the other side, I could pick Sancho, Elanga, could pick Rashford, but I'm going to pick Elanga. He's got pace, something Beton Koveski, Son and Kane don't have, and I think that he is, been a revelation since he's come into the first team. He's a rough diamond, but he's got the talent in bucket loads, and he will succeed at Man United with the right manager heeding him along his path. So that's my combined 11. Let's recap to those hard of hearing at the back. De Gea in goal, right back Dalot, left back Reguilon, centre backs Varane and Lindelof, midfield 2 McTominay, Bentancur, up front Harry Kane, on one side Kovareski, the other side Elanga and Son, partnering in Kane in attack. So that completes my combined 11 ahead of the clash this weekend against Spurs.